Hey guys, YouTube Warrior 100 here. Alright, now 10 days ago I made a video ranking Hell in a Cell matches from worst match to the best match history, not counting the ones from this Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and the ones that have been on Raw. And I told you guys that for my next video I would do the same thing with the Elimination Chamber matches, and so here I am. And now I'm gonna rank Elimination Chamber matches from worst to best. And just like my last video, I am not going to list any of the Elimination Chamber matches from this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that's been happening over the past few years. Alright. And in my last video, I gave the Hell in a Cell matches that I wasn't ranking mentions, but this time I'm not gonna give mentions about any of the Elimination Chamber matches at this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view because I actually haven't seen any of them, so I'm just gonna focus on the Elimination Chamber matches outside of this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Alright, so get started. Now there are 9 Elimination Chamber matches that I'm gonna rank. Right? So number 9, the Elimination Chamber from December to Dismember 2006. The Big Show versus Bobby Lashley versus Hardcore Holly versus CM Punk versus Test versus RVD. This is for the ECW Championship. Yeah, just bad Elimination Chamber, very bad. I mean, the eliminations in this match are really quick, and the match just went by very quick. And just, yeah, not a very good Elimination Chamber right here. And Bobby Lashley won the Elimination Chamber match here, and he won the ECW Championship, so, yeah. All I really got to say about that one. Alright, number 8, the Elimination Chamber from New Year's Revolution 2006. John Cena versus Kurt Angle versus Carlito versus Chris Masters versus Shawn Michaels versus Kane. Well, this match was slightly better than December to Dismember, but still, like, not that great. I mean, I didn't think Carlito and Chris Masters should really be in an Elimination Chamber match. And it was really shocking that Kurt Angle was the first one eliminated in this match. And Chris Masters and Carlito were actually 2 of the final 3 men in this match. And of course, John Cena got butted open during the end, which I didn't think was necessary. And after Carlito eliminates Chris Masters, John Cena got a roll up on Carlito for the win. And then of course after that, Edge cashed in Money in the Bank for the first time to beat John Cena. So, yeah, beat him for the WWE Championship. Yeah, so just like, nah, on this match. Number 5, Edge versus Big Show versus Jeff Hardy versus Vladimir Kozlov versus The Undertaker versus Triple H for the WWE Championship at No Way Out 2009. Yeah, just don't really know what to say about this match. I mean, all I can really say is Triple H won and won the WWE title. Alright. And number 6, the World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber from No Way Out 2009. John Cena versus Edge versus Chris Jericho versus Kane versus Mike Knox versus Rey Mysterio. Edge got into this match because another guy who was supposed to be in it forgot who it was, but yeah, Edge took his place in this match. Yeah, just same thing on this one, not the other one, WWE Championship from No Way Out 2000. I don't really know what to say. I mean, what you don't even know is Edge won, and he got the World Heavyweight Championship here, so yeah, that's all I can say about that. Alright, number 5, the Elimination Chamber from SummerSlam 2003. Triple H versus Goldberg versus Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels versus Kevin Nash versus Randy Orton. Yeah, I was at this event live, and of course, was able to see this match live. Yeah, this was great to see. I mean, the match went on for just fine. And obviously, when Goldberg came in, he demolished everybody in the match. He eliminated like 3 people in this match. And he got rid of Randy Orton, he got rid of Shawn Michaels, he got rid of Chris Jericho. And then it came down to Triple H and Goldberg. And pretty much Goldberg also demolishing Triple H, and Goldberg was gonna get ready to give Triple H the spear, but Ric Flair slid in the sledgehammer for Triple H, and he hit Goldberg in the head as Goldberg was coming in for the spear, and Triple H won. And then, of course, after the match, Evolution was attacking Goldberg. They handcuffed him to the chamber and were just continuing to beat him with the sledgehammer. And, yeah, I didn't really like this match. I didn't really like the ending to the match very much. And I remember we were all staying, the crowd I was in, we were all staying and seeing them getting Goldberg out of there, and it took them like so long to finally get Goldberg uncuffed, up and out of the ring and backstage. Yeah, but still, it was a good match to sit through and watch. Alright, number 4, the Raw Elimination Chamber from No Way Out 2008. Jeff Hardy versus Chris Jericho versus JBL versus Shawn Michaels versus Triple H versus Umaga. And the winner of this match will go on to WrestleMania 24 for a WWE Championship match. And I thought this match was just fine. Yeah, it was a pretty good Elimination Chamber. Yeah. Don't really know what to say about this match. I mean, yeah, of course, JBL got out early, so that was, of course, I like that. And, I mean, I hate JBL, so, yeah, I didn't want him to be in there for long at all. Yeah, but I didn't like, at the end of the match, they were like, just quick elimination after elimination, like, first, Umaga got eliminated, and then like 5 seconds later, Chris Jericho got eliminated. Then like 10 seconds after that, Shawn Michaels got eliminated. So 3 of them got eliminated pretty quickly, back to back to back. And then it came down to Jeff Hardy and Triple H, and it went back and forth. Jeff Hardy was smashing Triple H's face into the chamber, and Triple H got busted open. And then Triple H would eventually give Jeff Hardy a pedigree on a steel chair for the win, and Triple H became #1 contender for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So, yeah, good match right there. Number 3, the SmackDown / ECW Elimination Chamber from No Way Out 2008. Batista versus Big Daddy V versus Finlay versus the Great Khali versus MVP versus The Undertaker. Yeah, really good match right here. I like that Big Daddy V and Great Khali got eliminated early on in the match. And I thought it was funny when last person to be released from the chamber, which was MVP, when it was time for him to be released, he was just trying to like keep the door shut because The Undertaker was just outside of his chamber waiting for him so he could beat him up. And he was just keeping the door shut, and the referee kept trying to pull it open, and then eventually would get pulled open, and The Undertaker would beat up MVP. And then MVP would also use one of the chain things he kept around his neck, and he was choking out Finlay with it and using it as a weapon. He was punching Undertaker with it. And I liked when MVP was trying to get away from The Undertaker, he was on top of one of the chambers, or pods, and The Undertaker was coming up after him, and MVP continued to punch The Undertaker with his chain, and then The Undertaker grabbed MVP by the throat and pulled him right off of the chamber, and MVP went flying down into the ring, and Finlay would eventually cover MVP and eliminate him. And then Finlay got the shillelagh for like a minute, was whacking Batista and The Undertaker with it. Or like Batista set Finlay up Batista bomb, but Finlay hit Batista in the head with the shillelagh and stopped the power bomb. And then The Undertaker chokeslammed Finlay onto the fourth chamber, and that eliminated Finlay. And then it was down to Batista and The Undertaker. And yeah, they just need to go back and forth between them, and then as Batista was throwing The Undertaker into the chamber wall, Undertaker would eventually push back on the wall and give Batista the tombstone, and The Undertaker would become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 24. So, yep, one match right there. Alright, number 2, the Elimination Chamber from New Year's Revolution 2005. Batista versus Chris Benoit versus Edge versus Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton versus Triple H. This was for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. And this event was in Puerto Rico, so I thought it was kind of funny how when they had the countdown, the fans would say the numbers in Spanish. And Shawn Michaels was the referee for this match. And this kind of like led to Batista kind of turning on Triple H because Randy Orton was eliminating Batista, and Triple H was kind of like getting up, and he fell back down as Randy Orton was pinning Batista. And then at the end, not Batista, Triple H would win this match and become World Heavyweight Champion again. And so, yeah, good match right there. Okay, and number 1 in the Elimination Chamber from Survivor Series 2002, Triple H versus Booker T versus Chris Jericho versus Kane versus Shawn Michaels versus RVD. What can you say about this match? There was just too much stuff to talk about that happened in this match. Very first ever Elimination Chamber, and this Elimination Chamber is probably what made fans want to see some more matches. I mean, this was just a great match from start to finish. Of course, you had Triple H, the champion, starting it out. And then, of course, RVD would also start it, and RVD got eliminated first, which kind of surprised me. Yeah, I thought Booker T should have been eliminated first because he was like the, what's the word? Least popular for one of these 6 men. And then Kane would eventually get eliminated, and Chris Jericho would also get eliminated, and it came down to Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and just went back and forth between them, and eventually Shawn Michaels would pin Triple H and become World Heavyweight Champion for the last time in his career. So yeah, that was a great match right there, and that is number 1 for the Elimination Chamber matches. Alright, so there you go. There's my countdown of Elimination Chamber matches in history. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.